Have a good day. Runways 23, Toronto altimeter 3013. Proceed direct Calvi, intercept the localizer.
Direct Calvi, intercept the localizer, Kennedy,
1000.
4000, Air Kennedy, 47.
The 3000, cleared ILS runway 23.
Down to 3000, cleared the ILS 23, Air Kennedy, 47.
Kennedy 47, congratulations on your last flight at contact tower 1187.
Over 187, and she's listening and smiling.
My name is Judy Cameron. I'm a 777 captain with Air Canada, based in Toronto. The best part about being a pilot is the opportunity to operate a very powerful piece of machinery under challenging conditions and see the most amazing sights, like the sunrise as you're crossing the Atlantic, reaching the shores of Europe. Often I jokingly say to people it's not something I wanted to do ever since I was a little boy, because that seems to be the case with most of the guys that I work with. A lot of them had a love of flying from the time they were really small. But to tell the truth, back in the days when I grew up, not too many girls, in fact, no girls that I knew of, wanted to grow up to be pilots. I had my first flight in a small airplane, and I absolutely loved it. I was completely hooked. I enjoyed the whole thing. I thought it was like being on a ride at the X. I grabbed the seat, screamed. There were all kinds of maneuvers done that you don't normally do with someone on their first flight. I was completely hooked. After we landed, I set about finding out how I could become a pilot. There weren't very many, in fact, there were no women airline pilots at the time. That didn't stop me. I was quite young and idealistic, and I just thought the airlines hadn't met me yet, and they'd love me when they did. I was told there was an aviation college named Selkirk College in BC. I applied there, and I was lucky enough to get accepted. I knew almost nothing about aircraft. At that point in time, my only transportation experience was a motorcycle. I didn't know how to drive a car. In 1 year, I learned how to drive a motorcycle, a car, and fly an airplane. It was quite a year. Some of the obstacles are financial. It's quite expensive to do your flying training. Sometimes women have difficulty paying for flying training because they can't get the really high-paying jobs. It's occasionally that men can. I suppose another obstacle might be the family issue, but quite honestly, I feel I've had as much time, if not more time, at home with my family than a lot of hardworking women in other professions like, say, law or engineering. I think another obstacle might be that women still don't consider aviation as a career. There's still very low percentages going into the aviation colleges, and I often hear the expression or hear someone say, I didn't realize there were female pilots. The reason I'm an airline pilot today is because of one little person, my 87-year-old mom, who always believed in me, who was a single mom back in the days when that wasn't done, and who brought me up to believe that I could do anything I wanted to do. When I speak to people, say at a party, and they ask what I do, and I say I work for the airline, inevitably they assume I'm a flight attendant. So stereotypes still haven't changed much.